plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Fights loose. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. Give him 30 yards there. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. So they're operating in the red zone. Take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. So they're going to go for 2. Now a toss going left. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So out now come the Jets. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one go.
And he loses the football a second time. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. On play action. Now Carr. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Take it at the 37. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Second down following the run. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Haley. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back now here on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Slot man moves right. From the gun on 3rd down. Hailing, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Toss, and he'll be knocked down sideways. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hailing. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st down, Carr. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And now a carry here for their fullback. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is indeed good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
And they give this time to the tailback. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the clear. The 30. 10, and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
To throw, it's Carr. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Here's Carr to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw, Carr. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. To throw is Carr. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground near the 42. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. Carr to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And they get 28 yards on that one. Now Carr, and that leads to a New York, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. No, check. Patriot. Go.
looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a 5-yard swing, but still fourth down.
You just wonder if the punt team used up something there that they didn't need to, right? Draw them off sides, but it still doesn't get them a first down. I used that one on 4th and 5 or less.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
6-18.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Of course, the game can end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
One final try now for Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Set. Harden, play Monday. 7:34. Low. White Monday, down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and sworn like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this with new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness. I just killed this cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again. The sound that engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use it. Your hormones probably switch inside your DNA. Problem is, all that inside your DNA. Daddy probably snitch, heritage inside your DNA. Backbone don't exist, born on side a jellyfish I gauge. See my pedigree, most definitely don't tolerate the front. Like been through, probably offend you. This is Paula's oldest son. I know conviction, burners, boosters, ballers, dead, redemption, scholars, fathers, kids and I wish I was fed forgiveness. Yeah. Soldier's DNA, born inside the beast. My expertise checked out in second grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've done so well, hit cartwheel in my estate. And I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to, antisocial extrovert. And excellent meaning extra work. And absentness, you hurt. And passiveness never struck my nerve. And that's a riff gonna be this case. The reason my power's here on earth. Salute the truth from the prophecy. I got loyalty.
African American
I live about my DNA. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the Mecca emeritus. Tell me something, you can't tell me nothing. I'd rather than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation. Your DNA an abomination. This how it is when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows, I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi, through the cameras, eat it for $4, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on a Monday, stretching to November, watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise, I just penetrate, money, these are the breaks, these are the times, level number 9, look up in the sky, tennis on the way, sinners on the way, I got winners on the way, you ain't without a on your belt, you ain't without a ticket on your plate, you ain't sick enough to pull it on yourself, you ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate, tell me when destruction gonna be my fate, gonna be a fate, gonna be our fate, peace to the world, let it rotate, money,
okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now, sit back down, seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood, oh, it's like that now, I'ma show you how to act now, I'ma show them how to act, I'ma show you, I'ma show them how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a younger run around with his man's in his hand, feeling like a man. Run, put it to your brain like. Everybody know you ain't about it. Everything you talk about, I know I can live without it. Red light, stop, green light, go. Everything ain't what it seem like. I know. Hold up, what you mean? Where you been in? This is merely the beginning again. What you been living in? The box under the bridge, like Anthony Kiedis, looking for something to complete us and maybe lead us. A long way from equal is how they treat us. Body of a builder with the mind of a fetus. Turn on the television and see the vision they feed us. And I wish I could erase that. Face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something. Everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something. Everybody love, everybody know. I've been knocking dough down like it witness. God is my witness, I'm witness, but on the real I think I need another witness. If it was 17, black dad and white mama wouldn't change a thing. Light skin, certified as a house. Go figure, in my blood is the venom master. It's like the devil playing space with the pastor, but he was born with the privilege. Man, what the fuck is that? People told me as a child, as a little boy playing with his toys, I should be ashamed. And some people look ashamed when I rap, like my great granddaddy didn't take a to the back. Not accepted by the ghetto. I don't give a fuck, praise God, I can see the light. Everybody talk about race this, race that. I wish I could erase that, face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some. Everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some. Everybody love, everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Wanna come round there like a bad boy, do it. Want all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, bottle of rolls on my ear, saying stones, don't do it. Devil on my shoulder, I don't lack. Getting with the business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm bar, I'm so used. You ride, but there's no car and no match. What you talking about? Clown, stand down. Never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had them, then look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Said not that, I can't wear those. I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent, they're all weirdos. Like yeah, Storm's gone clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them a calm, but you see my Don there. Tell them don't do it, don't dare. Don't care who you know from my block. You're not Al Capone, they can take my car and my creps. I still do the road in my socks. Like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man. I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. You ain't ready for my new stuff. You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family thing, straight family thing. Dumb man, I broke no salary thing. Had a young thing called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie thing. Hashtag Murky Academy thing. You were like art and the gallery thing. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan on my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write a diss. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out rude, but you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for a diss. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man love, put my name in a random flag, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I'll learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it like a wave. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the go don't work. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh. With all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything I make you feel. Well, honey, I feel it with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way that Jupiter is rising. You got me reacting like a lunatic tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh. With all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything I make you feel. Well, honey, I feel it with you. You got me like ooh.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like
The sun is blasting out a ray of light. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh. With all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything I make you feel. Well, honey, I feel it with you. Girl, you got me like come on, baby.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC, and to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
To throw is Rodgers. There he goes right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start. But a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stokes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints will have the football back. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd down, 8. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
third down. He'll drop to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Rodgers. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On second down, it's Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Packers a first down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. shift together here from the D-line. They'll set up to throw. It's complete. Fleener, right side. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. $63 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Rodgers now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stokes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Snead, the receiver, in motion left. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. On the counter, here's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Throwing is Rodgers. Complete. He finds Bray. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Hurry up, the try now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They're going to look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third down, they go Lynch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he is knocked down from the side. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Detroit! Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll set up the throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Here we go now. Go.
They'll drop the throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And brought in here by Flainer. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 3 up to midfield. Here we go with 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Flainer. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Finding room inside the 40. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. The give is to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards the gain for number 18. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Davante Adams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Back
They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Jones, a swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Rodgers. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he knocks it through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And now running right through it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. On first down, Rodgers. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rodgers now on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers get a score closer. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Toss play to Lynch. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Keep pounding here with Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Getting the call, Lynch running left, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down. Over the middle complete. It's Adams. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Left side. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. 3-19. Gone, gone. Switch.
That would give running right is Lynch. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Detroit.
Now we'll give running left left with Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one. So that should about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles,